I was thinking about this all morning. What and how am I going to do the intro for the first video of the Argo 3? And in the end, I was only able to come up with this. Ahoy there, everyone, and welcome to the Argo 3. Anyway, to start it all off with the Argo 3 book and anime department, we are going to be needing this. Not this mug, the papers inside of it. You can see those. So these papers contain a lot of characters, about 16 of them. And I asked my friends to give me a couple of characters so I can use them in my video. And in this video, I'm going to use them for giving out my opinions about them in one or two lines. So what I'm going to do now here is I'm going to give this a big shake. I don't know if they're mixing well, and I do know what characters are in this, so this is just for decoration, I guess. Anyway, let's see who we got for the first time. Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach. The first thing comes into my mind is his hair. I mean, that's totally cliche, right? His orange hair. Anyway, he is a very nice character, I guess, and I shipped him a lot with Kuria. It was. What was her name? Wow, I totally butchered her name. Her name isn't Kuria. Her name is Rukia. Anyway, I shipped Rukia and Ichigo a lot. His demon Shinigami form. His Shinigami form was really cool. And that's what I can say because I didn't finish Bleach entirely. So let's just end it there and give another character a try. Kaz Breaker from Six of Crows. So we are already in the books department here. I'm not gonna lie, I finished Six of Crows a week ago. So he is still new for me, but the only thing that comes into my mind right now about Kaz is, dude, just turn down the brutality rate for a while. You're a genius, but you're way too brutal. I don't know what happens in the Crooked Kingdom, but I do hope that things work out for him and Inej. And I know that I called him dude, and he's probably going to put a bullet in my head for that. So, anyway, let's continue on with the shaking. Okay, let's see who we got here. Triss Pryor from the Divergent series. Okay, so hear me out. I loved the first Divergent book, but after that, I lost my patience. Triss's character I liked her character at the first book, and I liked 4 too at the first book. But then they lost me. Totally lost me. Their chemistry. I don't know. So let's see who I got. Cinder. Lane Cinder. From the Lunar Chronicles series. So if I ever had a book army type of thing, like I could make a anime army with characters from the different anime and a book army with characters from different books. One of the characters I will put on my book army at the very first would be Cinder, because I don't know why I like her character very much. She is bold, courageous, and her cyborg abilities and lunar abilities both will be very, very helpful in my army. Karma Akabane from the Assassination Classroom. When I'm thinking about Karma, the first thing that is coming into my mind right now is the time he cried when. That's a spoiler. I should not talk about it. No, I should not. That's the part I am remembering the most about Karma. The time he cried. And that everyone was crying, trust me, and I was very heartbroken at that scene. But after Karma broke down in tears, I couldn't hold my tears. That's it. Karma is a very badass character, no doubt about it. And everything I'm trying to describe about him, I realize that I don't have to. Someone who has watched Assassination Classroom knows what he is, and he is awesome. Daddy Kane from the Kane Chronicles. Rick Riordan fans, hear me out. If you want to describe Sadie in one sentence, I think you should use this sentence. Sadie is the embodiment of Perceval. Literally. I mean, Percy says this in the crossover of Kane Chronicles and the Percy Jackson series. Percy literally said this, that if I and Annabeth ever have a daughter, Sadie is probably going to be like her. Sadie has the sassiness and the mischievous side of Percy and the looks of Annabeth. She is literally Perceval in real life. I mean, in book life. Main character of the I Want to Eat Your Pancreas movie. Fun fact, after someone suggested me this character, I went googling and tried to find out his name. And it turns out he doesn't have a name. Dear anime directors, what were you thinking? The whole movie we kind of get with Sakura Yam. What was the girl's name? Sakura? It was Sakura, right? I forgot the name. In the whole movie we get so focused on the girl and her you know what, that we totally forget the main character. Kind of way. It was like we are seeing through his eyes and it's us, and that character has no special value characteristics, something like that. But that doesn't mean the character was boring or something like that. If I wanted to describe the main character of I Want to Eat Your Pancreas movie, I would say the main character was us, the watchers, I guess. Koro Sensei, character from the Assassination Classroom. And one thing that comes into my mind literally right now is that why can't my teachers be like Koro Sensei? Tell me that. I literally want my every teacher to be like him. He's the best teacher anyone could ever ask for. If I wanted to describe his character, I would say Koro Sensei is, I mean, he was an assassin at some point of his life. But this makes you realize that every cold-hearted assassin can turn into a nice guy, which I don't know if is a good realization or not. Up next we got Izuku Midoriya from the Boku no Hero Academia. So here's the thing. I caught up with the Boku no Hero Academia series just this week. And while I was reading it, I was literally trembling after all that was happening in the books, manga. And with everything that's going with Deku, with everything that's going with the League of Villains and their new stuff that's going around, everyone is evolving like crazy. Anime watchers, I'm going to say this. Season 5 is going to hit you hard. Really hard. Anyway, back to the main topic. I'm getting off track here. Deku, I'm glad he got rid of his crybaby attitude. I mean, he still literally is some sort of crybaby, but in the first season, that's the only thing that annoyed me the most. And I know many of you won't like this opinion, but that attitude of his totally annoyed me to heck. But he's a great character. Okay, we are almost near the end. Now let's see who we got next. We got 3 characters more. So we have here is just the name of this character reminds me of this series and brings me tears. Now pause the video and try to guess which series this is. I know my real life friends who know me in person will know what I'm talking about, but others, please try to guess what I'm going to talk about right now. You done? Have you guessed the series? Here we go. Tsubaki from Your Line April. Okay, I'm not going to dive right into the Your Line April universe there because that's totally going to be too emotional for me. But I'm going to only talk about Tsubaki. Even that's heartbreaking. So here's the thing. Tsubaki is misunderstood as F. So those who think Tsubaki is a trashy character, not good a character, and she doesn't deserve Kosei, and etc. 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 I'm going to say this politely, you're wrong. Tsubaki deserves everything. Don't get me wrong, I love Kaori. I prefer Kaori and Kosei together more than I prefer Kosei and Tsubaki. But Tsubaki should get more attention, more love. Because, trust me here, if Tsubaki wasn't there, I don't think Kosei would have survived all those years. Kaori may have brought the color in his life, but at least Tsubaki kept his life together. And I don't know what will happen in the future of Your Line April. In my point of view, I would have liked to see Kosei and Tsubaki together. The three of them, Tsubaki, Kosei, and wait, did I forget the boss name? Watari. Sorry, don't forgive me. So I would like them to be great friends, and I would like to see that Kosei and Tsubaki got together, and yearly they will visit Kaori and sort of like what happened in I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. The MC still visited Sakura. You know what happens there. Kronos. And I'm realizing this now, but I didn't at all put any villains in the video, except this guy right here, Kronos. Kronos was he's not the best of villains. I mean, the best villain title might go to like someone like Thanos or someone like. Why can't I think of any villain right now? Anyway, so I am unsure here. When I'm talking about Kronos, should I talk about Luke? Or should I talk about Kronos? Because those two were merged together. Luke was a great guy, and I think most of the fandom forgave him for what he did, and kind of see where he was coming from with all that happened in his past and stuff. And Kronos, he's just there. He's the guy Titan who eats his children. Last one, and Asuna from Sword Art Online. This is the same reaction I am giving as I did to Divergent. Sword Art Online, the first season was epic, except for the last episode. What happened there. The second season was nice, except wait. Let's pause here. The first season of Sword Art Online was great. The first half of the Sword Art Online was a bit better than great, but still great. The last half, the Mother's Rosario arc, where Asuna was technically the main character. Kato went into the sidelines for a bit, and Asuna was with. Forgive me if I get it incorrectly, but maybe it was Sleeping Nights. So listen, if I ever make a tier ranking of anime that changed me the most, the Pro S plus plus plus, the exceptionally god tier of those anime would be Sao. But I'm not saying that Sao is my favorite anime. It's not even in my top 20. But still, Sao, Mother's Rosario arc really changed me a lot because of Yuki and Asuna's interactions and how Yuki viewed life as a person. And some of her words really struck me as someone who was going through a tough time. And she was awesome. I just realized I talked about Yuki and I didn't talk about Asuna at all. So my view on Asuna is people who like Sword Art Online will say she is the best waifu or like something like that. But I won't say she's a best waifu. She could be a waifu but not best waifu. She has a strong character. I really like her character, but in some cases I feel like they portrayed her as a weak character. In some cases, not always. I can already see the angry comments. What I'm trying to say here is Asuna is a strong character, but in certain times she was portrayed as a weak character. What didn't go with her character at all. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's what I hated about her. So she's a great character. All right, guys. So that was it for today. I hope you liked the video, and this was the first video of the anime and book department of the Argo 3, and I am hoping to post videos like this quite frequently. I will try to keep contents rolling regularly. And about the gaming department, we have faced some issues in the past couple of weeks, but gaming content, especially Minecraft, is coming at your way. That's a promise. So until next time, everyone, stay safe, try to stay happy and cheerful, and keep the fire burning.